The greatest carnivore diet comeback in history, World Carnivore Month, BBBE Challenge results. Hey everybody, welcome back to Carnivore Quest. Larry here. Glad you stopped by for a few minutes, check in on me. Well, the month of January has come to an end and I got my weight loss results for you. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by through all my daily vlogs of this month. I looked back, I did about 20 daily vlogs showing you exactly what I was eating, from country ribs to hamburger patties, eggs and bacon. It really did a lot to keep me on track doing those daily vlogs. And I really appreciate y'all who stopped in daily to check in on me, see what I was eating. It really helped out a lot. I did everything right this month. You know, I was eating the BBBE challenge. I did not stray once. I drank plenty of water. I had anywhere from 4 to 6 big tumblers of water a day. I kept up with my electrolytes this month. You can't do any better than that, man. So first I want to talk to you about my emotional results. You guys who have been following along, I know you could see a difference. You've all been commenting. It's been amazing. You know, 6 weeks ago when we were coming up to Christmas, I was in a bad place, man. You know, I'd put on 60 pounds in the last 4 to 5 months. And along with those 60 pounds came a pretty deep depression. Now, I don't want to say, you know, I was suicidal or anything like that. It was nothing like that. Just, you know, this dark cloud comes over your life. And no matter how good things are, no matter how many blessings you have, it's just a haze of depression that comes over you. And you wake up with it every day. And I know a lot of you know what that's like. And that has completely lifted. And I am so thankful for that. That's probably my biggest victory this month, is how much better I feel up here, you know, and in my heart. I just, the difference is astounding, you know, and when you haven't gone through that in a while, you kind of, you know, lose appreciation for it. So I'm very happy that I got a smile on my face now pretty much every day. And yeah, that's priceless. You know what I'm saying? I did deal with some pink eye. Again, you guys, the last couple of days, been taking antibiotics and it's clearing up. I was in a lot of pain yesterday, but today it no longer hurts. And I'm definitely, by tomorrow, this will be cleared up completely. I know. You guys have told me all kinds of remedies for pink eye. It's just something I got to deal with until I get rid of that CPAP. My CPAP machine leaks right here a lot of times. It's when the mask gets old. And this time it was my fault because I usually change out my mask once a month and I hadn't. I kind of let it go. I procrastinated and I woke up one night and this eyeball was completely dry. I told Cassie that morning, I'll get pink eye, and boom, sure enough. It was the morning after I interviewed my best friend, Brandon, who's going to start the carnivore diet. If you guys didn't see that video, I'll put it up here or up here. But my buddy, Brandon, he finally decided to try the carnivore diet, and I had a great 20-minute conversation with him. But the pink eye kicked in that next morning. I was like, ugh. But I'm feeling a lot better now. And speaking of Brandon, he actually sent me a photo this morning of what he ate for his very first carnivore diet meal. You can see here, it's a scrambled egg, a fried egg, and he had an air fryer pork chop. He asked me if the pepper was okay on his eggs. I said, yeah, a little pepper is not going to hurt you. He said that's pretty much the only seasoning he's going to be using. So I'm definitely rooting for Brandon. He's going to be doing the carnivore diet for the month of February and see how it works for him. You know, carnivore diet does amazing things for 99% of people. Some people it doesn't agree with. So hopefully he's not that 1%. We're going to have an update with him 2 weeks from now. Cassie and I are going to sit down and talk with him together and see how he's doing. There were 2 things in particular this month that were pretty difficult for me. The first being giving up the cream in my coffee. And that was really difficult for the first week. I really struggled up here with it. I've talked about that in previous videos, but it wasn't easy. Let's just say that. It's just a matter of saying no and having some willpower. You know, I was using electrolytes in my coffee plus butter, and, you know, I got used to it after about a week, you know, day 7, day 8. Now it's no problem to have a little butter in my coffee. and I actually enjoy it. For those of you who do use cream, it's really not that big a deal if you use a little bit of it, but I was getting to the point where I was using it quite a bit. Drinking those Starbucks lattes too didn't help, where, one drink has 2 cups of cream in it, almost 1,000 calories. So I just wanted to completely eliminate it this month, and I was able to do that. And I think I'm going to continue with that into February. No more cream. I'm not having a problem with it now. So, why not just keep it gone? The second thing I struggled with in January was toward the end of the month, just about, 7-8 days ago, was Cassie making all the chaffles. She put out that recipe video, so she made quite a few of them, and man, they look delicious. And it was really hard to say no, and I did, and she was pretty proud of that fact that I said no. She even said, do you want me to make them now? Because she didn't want to tempt me, and I was like, no, it's up to me to say no. And so, she went ahead and shot the video, and she had been wanting to try them. Can't believe we've been in the carnivore space for 4 years now, and we hadn't tried Chaffles. She picked up that waffle maker, and oh my gosh, they look good. And I said in a previous video, February 1st, I was going to make, a hamburger with chaffle buns, but we're actually out of cheese now, and I just don't plan to have any for a while. Now, if for some reason she picks up some cheese later in the month, I'll make one, but I'm not going to run out to the store, just to get some. But she even experimented a little more off of all your comments in a recipe video, and she found a way to make them using less cheese. Thanks to all of you. So maybe she'll do another video on it, or maybe when I make one, I'll show you how she does it. But I really am looking forward to trying those chaffles. But since we don't have any cheese in the house, I'm not going to go there now. But that was pretty much my only 2 struggles this month. I did hit the wall of doom for 36 hours where all the food was looking gross. I put out that video, I'm burned out, on the thumbnail. But other than that, really no problems. And I'm feeling great. All of my inflammation is gone. I didn't take any measurements. All I basically did was check my weight at the beginning of the month, which I had ballooned up to 314 pounds. That is, gosh, my lightest weight was 247, so you do the math, how much weight I gained. But I got on the scale this morning, and I'm 301 pounds. Didn't break the 300 mark, but I'm down 13 pounds, and I am really stoked about that. It's a pound every 2 days, and maybe a little less, but, I would love to say I lost 20 pounds this month. I didn't, but I'm happy with 13. It's a good start, but the key is I got to keep going. Let's go 60 days. Let's go 90 days. Now, I'm not going to do the BBBE challenge for February. I'm going to do general strict carnivore, which is basically the BBBE challenge. Just I'm going to include every meat that's out there. And the only time I might have some cheese is if I do try one of those chaffles. But as far as my daily intake, I'm not going to be having any cheese. And I'm going to really try and stick with the cream staying out of my life. Hopefully I can make that happen, but there's no reason I can't, right? I'm already past the tough part, and the butter is tasting delicious in my coffee, so I have no excuse there. If I start having cream again, that's just a decision I made, and I'll have no excuse for it. So that's the plan. February is going to be a good month. I'm just so much more optimistic than I was 6 weeks ago. I feel a lot better. Now, Cassie gained some weight this month, and she didn't want me to tell you guys what's going on because we're going to do a live stream tomorrow night, and she's going to tell you guys in real time how much weight she put on. It's not like she's out eating a bunch of junk food. It's just she was consuming a lot of dairy this month. And, I'll let her fill you guys in the live stream. That'll be tomorrow, Sunday, February 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll have a good time. Hope you guys stop by. Anyway, there's my update, guys. You let me know down in the comments if you want to. How did you do this month? I know there were a lot of people fighting back with me, and I hope you had the results that you were looking for. And I just want to encourage you, if you didn't lose a ton of weight, focus on how you feel, okay? We'll see you in the next one, y'all. Remember, no sugar, no carbs, and no cheating. Later.